while providing Eric with a satisfying resolution to his quest for vengeance. The conclusion of The Crow also leaves the door open for more world expansion. The Crow, based on the comic book of the same name by James O'Barr, follows a young man's quest for revenge after he and his sweetheart are killed. The film, which stars Bill Skarsgård as Eric, also known as The Crow, brings the plot up to date and adds several new twists, such as a distinct adversary with his own supernatural background and abilities. Although it departs significantly from other adaptations, the new The Crow tale maintains many of the original visual and emotional beats. Although there are still unanswered questions in the film's gruesome conclusion, the characters and the Crow bring attention to the film's central topic. Here's how the conclusion of The Crow allows the protagonist to find some bittersweet closure while simultaneously setting the stage for a potential sequel. In the ending of The Crow, the cosmos is reset with Shell's death. At the conclusion of 2024's The Crow, several issues regarding the world's transformation arise. A chance for Eric to get revenge for Shell, and Eric's murders arises after Vincent's men murder them. Even more amazing, Kronos assures him that the Crow will give him the strength he needs to complete his task and restore the marriage, as long as his love stays pure. However, he lets himself stay behind in the afterlife to rescue Shell, since he is horrified by her violent background and fears for their resurrection chance. Eric has a short conversation with Shell after killing Vincent, just before she is resurrected. At her apartment, furiously, she has been resurrected with Eric, who is now dead. It appears that the cosmos is reset to some extent upon her resurrection. A funeral and other tragic events, including her mother's death early in the film, followed her death. The cosmos may have changed since Shell rose from the dead. It appears that Shell's life story has been altered such that she never died, in contrast to Vincent's supernatural destiny, which suggests that all of Eric's killings occurred as planned. This discovery is not completely explored in the film, as it ends too soon, but it does leave many concerns that may be addressed in a sequel. Reasons why Eric isn't dead yet. At first, Kronos gives Eric the impression that he and Shell will both be revived if he exacts revenge on them. Kronos does, in a cryptic way, warn Eric that he must keep his love for Shell pure during his quest or risk having his objectives jeopardized. This turns out to be true when Eric finds a video of Shell, who is controlled by Vincent, murdering another woman. In the universe of The Crow, doubt is seen as the ultimate adversary of love. As a result, Eric is stripped of his healing abilities and banished to Kronos. Simply put, Eric loves Shell so much that he is willing to give up his eternal existence to save her. What this means is that, unlike Shell, Eric will not be resurrected after successfully killing and bringing down Vincent. It is perhaps one of the few completely altruistic things Eric performs throughout the film. It's a painful but noble choice, even in death. Although he is spared from Vincent's watery torment, Eric appears content with his imprisonment in the train station situated between dimensions. The secret video of Shell. The fact that Shell is attempting to conceal a recording is revealed early on in The Crow. Shell is pursued as her friend Zaid is murdered because she possesses it. The video shows Shell assaulting and murdering another woman, which is disclosed halfway through the tape. The video shows that just before the murder, Vincent used his abilities to contact her and coerce her into attacking. Even though Shell would probably go to jail if the tape were to come to light, the link to the murder might help shatter the public image that Vincent has apparently preserved for himself in the upper class. There is a purpose for this video in Eric's personal journey as well. Upon discovering the footage and viewing it for himself, the idea that Shell might murder someone, even when commanded by a powerful figure like Vincent, breaks his trust in her. At this juncture, he starts to question his love, which causes him to lose his powers and nearly ends his mission. The video turns out to be unexpectedly important to the storyline, even though it isn't broadcast to the world. Eric ends up violently bringing down Vincent's conspiracy. Sequel. There isn't any room for interpretation in The Crow's ending, which leaves the door open to a possible sequel. At the film's conclusion, Shelley has been resurrected and Vincent has been killed. Eric, meanwhile, has accepted that he must remain in the hereafter. He walks out into the foggy distance at the end of the film. Eric may be transported back to reality at some point, as his possible ultimate fate is still up in the air. Shelley may be able to piece together what happened after her resurrection and a short encounter with Kronos. Another plot point that may be addressed in a sequel is the enigma surrounding Vincent's abilities. The film suggests that Vincent struck an agreement with Yano, but leaves the identity of the entity that made the contract mostly vague. His admission to Zaid that he must sacrifice innocent lives to fulfill the agreement further emphasizes his sinister character. If Shell is involved in the inquiry, delving deeper into this mythology might provide the ideal pretext to reunite Eric with the living for a fresh adventure. Thanks for watching, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out on the latest videos.